How was it like? What were the early challenges? Did you had to establish your credibility? How did you do that? Any incidences around that?
Right. So incidentally, when I started with the legal sector of that, I was welcomed with open arms. Okay, because the legal sector was non-existent at that time. So I was welcomed with open arms. So why don't you come and set up shop and do everything that you want to do? All right. However, it is a company. There are only so many legal challenges that you have. I wanted to, and after I joined GFMB, I thought that I wanted to give, I also have other strengths that I could explore and I should explore. So I really wanted to get into marketing. There was this new segment that we have called Trucking Cube. Okay. And this was completely commercial, wherein we would be taking Nestle's and Lay's and cement and all of these things from one place to another, which is very different from B2C, what we used to do earlier. So when I told my father that I'm very much interested in doing this because it was a challenge, it was a new product, everything was new, and I wanted to explore that. So my father said that कि अरे भाई ये मत कर, डुबाना है क्या? तू normal काम कर ले जो हम कर रहे हैं. Don't get into this. This is going to be very difficult for you to do. But I wanted to do this. So I went ahead with this, and he said that and since they did not want me to work here, I thought that I will do it on my own. So I did it on my own. So I told my father I would like to do the marketing bit of it, and is there any way that I could do that? So he said that you want to do it, you make it yourself. I don't think you can do that because it is a very difficult place to work in, because it is a very male dominant place. B2C is still you work with other people, but B2B is a very male dominant place in a transport sector. You will not see a lot of women in B2B transport sector. That is hardcore. That is the labor. You have to deal with labor. You have to deal with drivers. They call in day and night and everything. So now I thought I'll do it on my own. So what happened was, when they thought that I couldn't do it, I listened to YouTube videos on how marketing can be done. I spoke to my professors in JFMB. I listened to what my Tauji was saying. He's also a great marketing expert. Whenever I used to go to Delhi or whenever he was on the phone, I used to keep tips. ये कोई client बोलता है तो क्या बोलना चाहिए? So he would just give me one-liners. I would write it down फटाफट so that I wouldn't forget it, and I would keep a notebook of all the marketing tactics that I have learned over the time by just accumulating stuff. And then I started cold calling people. I just said, I told that I am working in a business development sector, sir, and I would like to talk to your CEO directly, Aditya Birla Group CEO, DDecor CEO, because I had that. I was so sure and so passionate about my product that I can only speak to the CEO and your decision making, and I would go and I would crack it. I would go and there were times that I actually sat at people's offices that I would want to meet that because you want me. It was not because I want you. You want me because the product that I have is incredible. So I built that strength over there. However, what happened was, when I brought in my first client, my client said that okay, I would want a 8 feet cube. We had different sizes of cube in our trucking cube division. That is 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet, 16 feet. One of the clients asked me that I want a 8 feet a cube. I said, all right, I will deliver it to you. I was very happy. I went into my traffic division, who used to handle, हमें गाड़ी लगाना बोलते हैं. गाड़ी लगाना is hiring a vehicle from the market or either taking up from whatever inventory you have. So I went to my traffic division, and my traffic division said that कि नहीं मैडम, मेरे पास तो गाड़ी नहीं है. गाड़ी नहीं है तो काम कैसे कर रहा है? ऐसे कैसे गाड़ी नहीं है आपके पास? बोले नहीं मैडम, मेरे पास गाड़ी नहीं है. ठीक है. So I went to the other traffic person. I said कि ना वो बोल रहे कि गाड़ी नहीं है अपने पास, मुझे 8 फीट का क्यूब अंधेरी वेस्ट में पहुंचाना है. तो बोला मैडम, अंधेरी वेस्ट से कोई माल नहीं निकलता है, ऐसे ही बोल रहा है आपको कोई. तो and so they are my employees. मैडम बोल के निकल जाते थे. So now what do I do? और I had committed to the client and I could deliver. I could see that. तो मैंने बोला कि आपके warehouse से cube का मुझे inventory list निकालो. So they had an 8 feet cube over there lying on the go down. So what I did was I called people whom I knew, and then I hired a vehicle which was a flat bed जिसके ऊपर हम cube रखते हैं. So I hired a vehicle and I made sure that I'm putting it to the warehouse. And I knew कि अगर मेरा आदमी इस vehicle को नहीं भराता है, और if this does not go through, मेरे pocket money से पैसे जाएगा, which was not much. All right. And my company wouldn't pay for it. So I made sure that the vehicle is reaching the boat our warehouse, and I asked that person, आपके पास 8 फीटर क्यूब ये नंबर का रखा हुआ है, प्लीज एक काम करिए कि आप जाके उसको निकाल के उसको उस पर डाल दीजिए, मेरे को अंधेरी वेस्ट में पहुंचाना है। बोला मैडम कैसे जाएगा, अंधेरी वेस्ट में तो माल ही नहीं निकलता है, अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो गया तो मेरा गलती हो जाएगी। मतलब आपको प्रॉब्लम हुआ, नुकसान हुआ तो मैं अपने पॉकेट से दूंगी, आपको किसी को फोन करने की जरूरत नहीं। एंड आई वाज रेडी टू बेट दैट अमाउंट ऑफ मनी। सो सिर्फ टू टेल यू द ट्रूथ, काम लेके आना इतना डिफिकल्ट नहीं था जितना मुझे गाड़ी लगाना डिफिकल्ट लगा, क्योंकि nobody had faith in me. Everybody thought that कि ये कैसे करोगे, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है, a woman cannot come in and tell you that कि गाड़ी लगाना है करके। How do you know, what do you know about गाड़ी लगाना? You don't know. Why don't you sit here and look pretty and handle the papers and the legal department that you are supposed